Hey, peace, y'all. Assalamu alaikum. You know, I stopped really a long time ago for the most part. Like so many of you, I had to stop looking at the footage that comes out of Palestine of all the people, being murdered and, you know, parents carrying body parts and just seeing them, the children who are like shell shocked, or I guess is what you call it, when they're just staring out into space. They're just like traumatized is the right word. They're in shock. And the parents screaming because their children are dead and things like that. It's too much. And like for me, and I feel so bad because I feel like I think that it's my responsibility to look and to know and to witness, because there may come a time where we'll all be called to witness, to um, be called to account for what happened here on this plane. But regardless, even like, before, when I used to listen to true crime podcasts a lot and watch true crime on TV and things, um, of course, it's been a lot harder in the past couple of years, but it was never like a thing for entertainment for me. I felt responsible that I needed to know these people's stories so that they could live on. And then after, within the past couple of years, when I can, get myself to watch those sorts of things again, I do it from a different perspective, because um, it's still from that place of responsibility, but it's also in me learning so I can get ideas about what to do next. Um, that's why I sent for the 911 transcripts. It just hit me one day because I'm a little bit slow when it comes to some things. Like, it doesn't dawn on me like, oh, maybe I can try this, maybe I can try that. It's sort of given to me or comes to me, I guess, in the time where it's supposed to. But that's how I decided I needed to get the 911 transcripts, and alhamdulillah that I did, because it was so telling. Um, but in saying all that, I cannot fathom. I'm thoroughly destroyed about what happened with my one son, my one child, and um, what he looks like after being pulled from that water after so many days of decomposing. I cannot fathom the emotional trauma. Again, that word does not suffice. I know, but I don't know what else to call it. Um, I can't fathom what they're going through. Because again, just with my one son, and this was like an isolated incident, so to say. Even though these things happen all the time, this particular incident with two was isolated. But the people over in Philistine is constant. The bombs, the blown up bodies, the having to reclaim those torn bodies. Um, I just can't fathom what they're going through. And I'm Muslim. My man is just as strong as the next person's. Um, so I understand what it is to even when you're in the throes of those happenings. I've not been through anything like that. I'm from North New Jersey and I've seen some things, but absolutely nothing like that. But that just lends more to my point that I just, even with our Iman, even with us knowing that we're going to leave here, and them knowing that they're going to die as martyrs, we're still human beings. And to get to the other side, you have to go through some really traumatic things. I don't know. I don't know. I can't imagine what they must go through at night. I still wake out of my sleep crying and stuff. So I just can't. It's so terrible. And, you know I, for one, and there are millions of others, I really take seriously my responsibility to do something. We can't stop the atrocities with our hands, but there are things that we can do. And so I don't understand how people I know um, who are self-proclaimed, humanists, I don't know what you would call them, people who say they're for humanity, or, people who say they follow the Sunnah, the Prophet, or people who say, they have tawakkul, they have ultimate faith in Allah Ta'ala alone, and all these sorts of things, how they can do nothing. Or, I'm sorry, they're doing something. They're just not doing the right thing. I don't understand how you can, I'm sorry, I'm just very, I don't understand how people can vote for someone who is very clearly, very unapologetically going to continue to support and sustain the Israeli government, knowing that they are murdering hundreds of thousands of people. And then, as African American people, Muslim people, indigenous people, women people, men people, I just don't, it's so horrible that this is a terrible world we live in. Terrible world we live in. Selfish worlds. It's one thing to say that you believe in a particular thing. It's very easy to say that, to sort of cosplay, put on the clothes, and learn a few, phrases and all these sorts of things. Semi-adapt some of the traditions and rituals and things. But the proof is when it's time to actually stand up. And you don't. And you only are concerned, or vastly more, concerned about what you're going to get out of it. How does this affect your agenda? So I see some people who, they say, well, we're going to vote blue because She might do something for us if we back her into a corner. Like, are you not paying attention? I don't understand. We continuously want to have faith in our oppressors. We don't want to break free. We want them to accept us. We want to be accepted. We want to be loved by them. When they prove time and again, they have no interest in that. Like, none. When we can do something, Malcolm X said that we are not outnumbered, we are outorganized. We get in our own way. We keep ourselves in oppression. I know the Willie Lynch papers are not real. However, the psychology within it is absolutely real. And we keep ourselves as slaves, as oppressed people. And I'm just not giving up, because I'm a warrior. It's who I am. It's who my people are. It's in my blood. But I can't act like it's just not very sad for me and disheartening. But all I could do is take a deep breath and keep it moving, doing my little old part. Yeah.